Hey, beautiful people, and welcome back to TeenLens. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that so many of you have asked about, one that touches a very personal chord with me. What if you've never been in a relationship? I remember it like yesterday. My first boyfriend? I was 22. Before that, my dating life was, well, non-existent. No hand-holding, no late-night calls, no comfort of someone's arms around me. And for a long, long time, I genuinely thought something was fundamentally wrong with me. It's hard not to, right? When everyone around you seems to be falling in love, dating, moving in, even starting families, you start to look at your own life and wonder, why not me? Am I too independent? Too focused on my career? Too intimidating? Am I just too much? You begin compiling a mental list, an endless one, of every possible reason why you might still be single. It feels like a report card, and you're constantly failing. But what if I told you that the problem isn't actually you? What if it's something much deeper, much more universal and incredibly human? Something we all grapple with at some point? Welcome to TeenLens, where we don't just talk about love, we decode why we crave it, why we fear it, and sometimes why we unconsciously run away from it. Let's unpack this together. When you're the only one in your friend group or even your family who has never experienced a long-term relationship, it's incredibly easy to spiral into self-doubt. You start asking yourself, am I unlovable? Is there something inherently off about me that everyone else can see but I can't? And then your brilliant protective brain kicks into overdrive. It doesn't want you to feel bad, so it starts creating reasons for your single status. These reasons might sound logical at first. I'm too focused on work right now. I'm incredibly ambitious, maybe too much for someone else. My standards are just too high, I guess. But here's the crucial truth. Your mind isn't actually diagnosing a problem. It's trying to protect you from the pain of feeling less than or unwanted. The more you ruminate on what's wrong with me, the more answers your brain will invent. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy of negativity. These answers aren't the truth. They're coping mechanisms. They're a way for your brain to rationalize a painful situation and give you a sense of control, even if it's a false one. So what if we tried a different approach? What if we shifted the questions we're asking ourselves? Instead of, what's wrong with me? Try asking, what makes me a great partner? What unique qualities do I bring to a relationship? Or perhaps, why would someone be incredibly lucky to have me in their life, to love me? Because when you ask better questions, your brain is wired to give you better, more empowering answers. It's about reframing your internal dialogue from self-criticism to self-appreciation. This isn't vanity, it's essential self-worth. Now let's talk about something that often goes unnoticed, especially if you've never been in a long-term relationship. The avoidant attachment style. It's not about disliking people, not at all. In fact, many people with avoidant tendencies are very charming and likable. It's about a deep-seated, often unconscious, fear of true closeness. You might find yourself really liking someone, enjoying their company, feeling a spark. But then, the moment they start to reciprocate, to show genuine interest and affection, suddenly a wave of panic hits. You might pull back, find flaws, or even ghost them. It's a powerful, almost involuntary reaction. It's not that you're cold or emotionally unavailable in a malicious way. It's often because love and deep intimacy felt unsafe or unreliable during your formative years. Perhaps it wasn't modeled for you effectively, or you experienced early rejections or perceived abandonment. Your brain learned to protect itself by creating distance. Avoidant individuals often use phrases like, I'm too focused on my goals right now. A relationship would just distract me. Or, I don't really need anyone. I'm perfectly happy on my own. And while independence is a wonderful trait, behind that strong facade can be a quiet, often unrecognized, fear of vulnerability and the potential pain that comes with true emotional connection. Recognizing this pattern is not a judgment. It's a powerful step towards healing. Awareness is always where the journey to change begins. If this resonates with you, I highly recommend reading the book Attached by Amir Levine and Rachel Heller. It's a game changer for understanding attachment styles. It will help you understand your own relationship patterns, why you react the way you do, and perhaps, for the very first time, forgive yourself for behaviors you once thought were flaws. If you've been single for a significant part of your life, it's highly likely you overanalyze every single thing about yourself. You find yourself asking, why does no one ever choose me? Why do the people I like never seem to like me back in the same way? You scroll through social media, comparing your quiet evenings or solo adventures to everyone else's highlight reel of romantic dinners, couple vacations, and engagement announcements. But here's the tricky part. Every single time you ask, why not me? You're reinforcing and strengthening a subconscious belief that there is indeed something wrong with you. It becomes your endless list of flaws, a mental inventory that seems to grow longer with every perceived rejection or lonely moment. And that list will never stop growing, never stop haunting you, unless you make a conscious decision to start questioning its validity and challenging those ingrained beliefs. Instead of asking, why am I single, which focuses on a perceived deficit, try a more empowering question. Ask yourself, why am I becoming someone worth being with? What qualities am I cultivating? How am I growing into the best version of myself? This simple yet profound shift in questioning moves your focus from what you lack to what you are actively building and becoming. It's a powerful reframe. Many people who haven't been in a relationship feel like they're behind, like there's a race and everyone else has crossed the finish line while you're still at the starting block. You might worry that when you finally do get into a relationship, you'll be completely inexperienced. You'll have no idea what to do, and you'll mess it all up. But let's be clear, that is simply not true. Love isn't a race with a ticking clock or a finish line. There's no right age or right time to find it. And here's another truth. Experience doesn't automatically guarantee maturity or success in relationships. Reflection, self-awareness, and personal growth do. In fact, many people rush into relationships before they've even truly figured out who they are, what they want, or what they need. You, on the other hand, are taking the time to learn yourself first. You're building a strong foundation of self-understanding and self-love. And let me tell you, that is a superpower. Being comfortable in your own company, knowing your values, and understanding your boundaries before entering a partnership is an incredible advantage. If you've been single for a long time, you've probably said, or at least thought, I'd rather be alone than settle for someone who isn't right. And that sentiment is absolutely valid and important. Self-respect is key, but let's take a moment to redefine what settling actually means. Often we confuse settling with not finding a perfect person, but settling doesn't mean dating someone who isn't flawless or someone who has minor quirks you don't love. True settling means ignoring fundamental red flags. It means overlooking core values that clash so deeply they are guaranteed to cause profound pain and unhappiness down the line. Things like dishonesty, disrespect, a lack of shared vision for the future, or consistent unkindness. Those are red flags you should never ever settle for. But minor flaws, messy handwriting, leaving dirty sneakers by the door, occasionally bad texting habits, or a love for cheesy movies you can't stand. Those aren't red flags. They're just human imperfections. Don't confuse not perfect with not right, because every love story is about two imperfect people choosing to grow together, to compromise, and to love each other's flaws. It's not about two perfect people magically finding each other. It's about two real people building something wonderful despite their imperfections. Here's a truth that social media rarely, if ever, tells you. Not all relationships are created equal, and being in one doesn't automatically mean happiness or success. Some people stay in relationships they actively hate, relationships that drain them, just because they're terrified of being alone. They settle for pain because the silence of solitude feels even worse. If you're comfortable with your own company, if you genuinely enjoy your solitude and know how to self-soothe, you already possess something most people desperately crave: self-acceptance and inner peace. The real prize isn't simply finding a partner. The real prize is becoming the kind of person who is truly ready for a healthy, fulfilling, and reciprocal partnership. The version of you who communicates honestly, who knows her worth, who can set healthy boundaries, and who can love deeply without losing herself in the process. That, my friends, is the ultimate prize. So if you've never been in a relationship, hear me clearly. You are not late. You are not broken. And you are absolutely, unequivocally not unlovable. You are simply in your becoming era. You are evolving, growing, and preparing for a love that truly honors you. And when that right person comes along, they won't care that you've never been in love before. They will simply be grateful that you waited until you could love deeply, authentically, and from a place of wholeness. Thank you for watching Teen Lens, where we don't chase validation, we understand it. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay wonderful.